Welcome to episode 4 of Behind the Pocket Protector. For more information about a pocket protector, refer to episode 1. Today, we have taken our show on the road. We are currently in Cincinnati in our Cincinnati office, which was newly renovated, as you can see by the branding behind us. What started out as just a local public access TV show in Columbus has now reached the big city of Cincinnati. So we've reached regional status. Is that right, Colin? Are we regional? Okay, we're regional. Today we welcome in Doug Hawker, who is the newest principal at HAWA Engineers. Welcome, Doug.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for having me.
So,
Thanks for making the travel down to the Cincinnati office.
Well, one of the reasons is because it's been newly renovated. So how are things in the new digs? How are the people taking to it?
It's just been amazing. The office is great. It's beautiful, new finishes, new furniture. It feels like a new home. So everybody's very excited about it, and we're getting really busy, which is a good thing. So,
and speaking of busy, we have about the same square footage, but we've actually added an office and a couple cubicles. We've been growing in Cincinnati, so we're also giving ourselves a little room to expand.
Absolutely. That's the intent. Yep.
And the intent of this show is to get to know you. Oh, that wasn't any good. All right. So first question, Doug, why did you become an engineer?
Good question, Jim. I guess it all started when I was young, and I was always tinkering with things, taking things apart, putting them back together. My father had his own business, so I grew up helping him. He was a plumber. He also worked on well pumps, so there was some digging involved. But I was, probably junior high school, I started to really get into the math and the science. So I knew I wanted to do something in that field, and not to mention I really didn't want to dig ditches the rest of my life. So I decided to go to college and pursue engineering.
Well, we're lucky to have you. I tell you what, science and math, that seems to be a pretty common answer among engineers. So in your free time, what is your favorite vacation spot?
Well, I've been doing a lot of traveling here in the last few years. I try to take a couple trips a year, but I'd say my favorite is Italy so far. I was just there this past fall. Tuscany is amazing, the landscape, and not to mention I love wine. So it's
a great place to drink wine.
Yeah, perfect place to go.
Yeah, I'm headed to Italy in 2 weeks, going to Rome, Florence, Venice, looking for the gelato, looking for the espresso, and looking for a little wine.
Gelatos everywhere. They have shops everywhere.
We're going to Gelato University in Bologna.
There you go.
So if they've got a university,
sounds
I'll go
exciting.
To it.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take a break for a word from our sponsors. It's what we should be doing, but we're not because we have no sponsors. We had a sponsor for episode 2 for a hot minute, but they pulled their sponsorship. I'm not really sure why. Could have been our quick questions. With HR down our backs, they had us bleep out a cuss word in episode 2. And episode 3, they actually had us remove an entire question and answer from one of our engineers. So just so you know, we are being watched. In our format, it's not the easiest thing because we have one camera, 2 people, and we do this all in one take. All right, so back to you. So you're an older gentleman. You've been in this business quite a bit. And you recently, 25 years.
Yep.
You joined HAWA 3 years ago?
3 years ago, just celebrated my 3-year anniversary in February.
So why'd you choose HAWA and how's it going?
Well, it's going amazing. And like you mentioned earlier, I was recently promoted to a principal, which has always been a career goal for me. So I think when I was looking for that next job 3 years ago, I saw the opportunity or the potential opportunity of having that status. And I like commercial work. I kind of delved in the retail world there for a while, and the projects are not as exciting as a commercial world, I would say. So that's probably why. And the size of the company, I didn't want a large company. I wanted a company that felt like a family, and it certainly feels that way. And everybody's close knit. So yeah, I think those are probably the top reasons why.
Well, I can definitely feel that. We've been down here all morning getting the studio set up, getting the sound done. We actually tried recording this morning, but the building fire alarm kept going off, so that was nice. We were able to get out with the entire Cincinnati office for lunch, and it was very easy going. Everyone, we're having fun, joking around. It seems like a pretty tight-knit group down here.
Great culture for sure.
They're lucky to have you. All right, so other than vacation, what hobbies do you do outside of work?
Well, it kind of depends on the time of the year. In the fall, I'm a big hunter. I like to deer hunt, and I like to fish as well. But now that it's going to be spring, summer, I love golf. Right now we're really busy, and it's trying to find that opportunity. But hoping to play some golf outings this year and maybe get out a few times. So I'm looking forward to the HAWA outing in the fall. That's always a good time. So probably golf's my favorite, though, out of all of them.
Yeah, golf is my favorite activity outside of work. I re-ruptured a disc last year, so I didn't golf the entire last year. I golf tomorrow for the first time in a year and a half.
Good luck.
So we'll see how that goes.
How's the back feeling now?
Oh, it's feeling much better.
Good.
I have to do a lot of physical therapy for it. Taking care of this bod for the rest of its life. It's a lot of work.
Well, when you get older, like myself, you definitely have to watch the back and do a little bit of stretching in the morning.
I'm trying to catch up to you.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we're not doing rapid fire questions. We're doing off the wall questions because we got a lot of rapid fire questions that seem to me to be a little bit off the wall.
Okay.
So, would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands?
Wow, that's a good one. Probably hands for feet. You can never have too many hands.
I imagine you can walk on hands, but like trying to tie your shoes with feet is trouble. I mean, don't monkeys and primates have.
Right, they get by.
They have feet for hands or hands for one of them.
Climb a lot of trees that way too.
All right. Well, I can't climb a tree.
Well, I missed doing that as a kid. That was definitely a favorite pastime.
I definitely like that. All right. Speaking of being a kid, not really. Do you believe in ghosts?
I do. Absolutely do. Never seen one, but I feel like I've felt spirits or just having this weird feeling, different feeling. So yeah, I do.
I'm kind of the opposite. I think I've seen a ghost, but I don't believe in them. But I'm pretty sure I saw one.
Really?
Yeah, in college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the door opened and closed, and I saw a figure, and my roommate.
You saw an actual figure?
There were two of us. And it was a little, I'm telling you what, nobody believed us. So,
but you don't believe in them.
It wasn't even a weekend. I don't believe in them.
Huh.
But you know what? I thought I saw one. There you go. So, here's a good weird one off the wall. What shape is the Earth? And I think it's more of round or flat shape. That's where this question's coming from.
I would say round, but almost maybe a tad oval.
Yeah, I think oval is the correct one.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of science behind it, but
I don't believe it's flat though.
There's pseudoscience behind it too.
A lot of conspiracy theories out there.
I want to go down to Antarctica and see the wall.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of conspiracy theories.
Or the pyramids on the moon, right?
Could be.
Yeah.
They're hiding that. Somebody is. I knew there. But what conspiracy theory is the most plausible in your mind?
I tell you, with this whole mission to the moon, and if you talk to my father, it's kind of funny. He doesn't believe that we ever landed on the moon, but I don't know. It just seems like it's such a big deal, and why is it a big deal if we've already been there? I know they're trying to add a civilization there and maybe build some kind of society or whatever, but I don't know. I just it seems like it's more over the top now. Like it's like it's such a big deal, but it's like we were there 40, 50 years ago now. So what's such the big deal? I don't know. So I think that's one of mine that I'm still not, maybe it's my father and me. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it 100%.
All right. Well, they say they went to part of the reason and part of the trajectory they went on because of where we are in our revolution, where the moon was in its revolution. When we went on the backside, we are farther out into space than we'd ever been before.
Well, that I believe, right? Because it was just kind of like we went straight there 30, 40 years ago. When was that, 69? So, man, longer than that. Lose the years. But
Yeah, some of our, other engineers back in the day, they worked on that conspiracy.
yeah.
All right. Are birds real?
Birds, yes.
Well, there was a group that
I believe that.
there was a group that they were in a conspiracy theory rally. These two guys just started yelling, birds aren't real. And then it caught on. It became a movement, a culture. 5 years later, they were interviewed on like 2020. And they're like, yeah, we just made the whole thing up. We wanted to see how far it could go. But then their followers said that they'd been gotten to by the government and didn't believe them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, where I live, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So I really enjoy the birds. So I definitely believe they're real.
Yeah, I think they're
bird
real.
boxes everywhere. So,
Well, have you ever done an ice bucket challenge?
I have not.
You know what they are?
No, can you explain that to me? I'm not sure.
It's like an internet fad. You get on your social media and you say, I'm going to do the ice bucket challenge. And I challenge, Tom to do it too. And then you dump ice on your head.
Oh.
And then Tom goes, and I think it's for a good cause. Then Tom does the same thing and people just keep doing it.
Are we going to do that at HAWA?
I don't think, maybe in the ice bucket podcast challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not today because,
Maybe after the cornhole tournament. I don't know.
Cornhole's coming up.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the rapid fire off the wall questions. This is a little older one. Are you Team Jacob or Team Edward? Do you even know what that means? I think it's from the
I have
Hunger
to be
Games.
honest. I do not.
Is it the Hunger Games? Nah, Twilight. I'm just kidding. So Team Edward was the vampire who was courting Bella, and then Jacob was the werewolf that was courting Bella.
This is Vampire Diaries, right?
Nope, this is Twilight, but close
Twilight,
enough.
yeah.
So, do you like the vampire who's dead and cold-blooded, or the wolf who's warm-blooded?
I did see this maybe an episode, the first that you mentioned, the vampire.
Your vampire,
Yes,
Team Edward.
Yes, Team Edward.
I'm a Team Jacob guy, but I like warm-blooded. All right, here's a question that I think is rude, but did you ever have or watch TV on a black and white TV?
Yes, absolutely. I used to play Atari on a black and white TV.
Oh my gosh.
2600. That's definitely showing my age there. But yes,
How many channels could you select from? Was it the button one?
No.
Was it the dial?
It was the
Dunk,
dial.
dunk, dunk, dunk.
4.
4.
Yes, 4 channels. And you had to have it on 3 to do the Atari. So, yes.
Well, in addition to the younger generation watching this that has no idea what a pocket protector is, they cannot fathom 4 channels.
Oh, and you had to get up to change it. There was no remote either. So,
And at 1 or 2 in the morning, an American flag would show up on your TV, and it'd play some music, and it'd say, "Our programming is done for the day."
right.
All right. Now to audience questions. What's the vibe at HAWA? No cap.
No cap.
For real.
What's that?
For real.
What's the vibe?
What's the vibe? For real. No cap.
Good. Great.
All right.
I mean,
That was a
exciting.
millennial question, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't following. That's apparent.
Well, there's cap and there's no cap, and this was no cap. All right. What's been
I'm
the
thinking
most...
of sports.
No.
No.
What's been the most memorable day of your life?
Oh, wow. Probably, well, one of them by far is the birth of my daughter. That was very special. And then I would say when I got the call from Andy on the promotion. Like
Oh,
I said,
geez.
Yeah, that was
That's great.
that was a big deal for me. So I was very excited about that.
All right.
But not as much about my daughter. I don't want to,
You weren't as excited about your daughter as
No.
getting the promotion? That
The
makes
opposite.
sense.
No, the opposite.
All right. All right. Any final thoughts for today?
Oh, no, this has just been great. I'm like I said, I'm glad you came down. I'm glad you got to see the office. It's exciting times for the Cincinnati office. Like I said, we're gaining traction. We're getting a lot of projects, and I hope to expand. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year if we continue this trend, which it's looking good.
Well, I tell you what, I like the branding. It's consistent with our Columbus branding. Shout out to MA Design and their experiential design. Also, you guys have an ice machine on the break room counter. We do not in Columbus. We're going to have to see if we can make that happen.
Well, let's give a shout out to Vicky too. She did a lot of work. And
Vicky Johnson, she helped us move in Columbus.
She did.
And she went down here and she, made sure everything went on time. Was it on time, on budget, and just right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
All right. Well, thank you for participating in our 4th episode of Behind the Pocket Protector. If you would like to know more about our engineers, send audience questions to the link in the e-blast. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. See you next time on Behind the Pocket Protector.